Hello. How's it going? My name's Tina, and I am going to do a reading today about the eclipse that's coming. It's coming on Thursday. So, I'm going to what I did was I looked up the astrology on the internet, like I usually do, and I'm going to do sign by sign, starting with Aries, and going all the way to Pisces. So, let's get ready to hear what's going on with this. Now, there's something important about this eclipse, like it's the beginning, right? It's in Aries, so it's a brand new eclipse season, and it goes until May of 2025 when it will expire, right? When this eclipse, specific eclipse energy changes. So, we're going to be dealing with this energy for a couple of years, so I feel like it's important. So first of all, here's Aries. Here is what your astrology says. Remember who you are, which makes sense to me because, I mean, it's in your sign, right? So this is really going to be big for you. Mars is the planetary ruler of this eclipse, because Mars is the ruler of Aries. So it's supercharging your fourth house, Aries. This is the house of home, family, emotional foundations. It's natural for you to be in your feelings, but you're so much stronger than you know. This is a powerful portal of energy you're about to walk through between now and 2025. Have faith in yourself. Be the leader that you're destined to be. Pluto will challenge this solar eclipse in your sign, but know that the rebirth that you're experiencing personally and socially is for your highest good. The new beginning is a blessing in disguise because it's happening next to Jupiter. So, we're going to start with with Moon Oracle, right? See what's going on with moon messages, because it's the eclipse. So, spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, thank you so much for your presence today. I love being with you, and I appreciate you helping me. We're talking about Aries now, and we're really honing in on the eclipse for Thursday, and we know that it lasts a while, so we would like to have some guidance on how to get through this. What's for our highest good? That's what we want to know. So, thank you so much. There it is. A new romantic cycle is beginning for you guys. This has got a Libra vibe. It's about having something be made fair. It's about, so this new romantic cycle is definitely one that's an equal give and take relationship. It's a new cycle, so doesn't mean it's a new person. It means it's a new cycle. Like things are changing in your relationship. It's time for a healing. So yeah. So that is what's happening here. I see it here too. Like it says the rebirth that you're experiencing personally and socially is for your highest good. So something's healing, something's changing for you. And a Virgo card saying it's time to give rather than take. So those are all pretty cool messages. I'm going to clarify with one for each one of these, of this John Holland Tarot of the Heart. I actually really just did the artwork here. So the new romantic cycle begins is talking, what's clarifying that is the heart chakra, which is the number 4 card. And remember, they were talking about the 4th house, how, that's your home, your family, your emotions. So definitely this new romantic cycle that is fair is also igniting or reigniting your heart chakra. This healing that's happening here is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, strengthening bonds. So look at the bottom of the deck, it's the Lovers. So I definitely feel like this is definitely about a love situation. Could be about a choice too, right? Making a choice. Um, a time to give rather than take. This is a new moon in Virgo, and it's clarified by a challenge. Um, it says that there's challenging times, and the moon card that is clarifying says it's a time to give rather than take. So I feel like something's up with that specific message that needs some clarity. Let's just start with the new romantic cycle. Tell me, clarify the heart chakra here, Spirit. Okay, Six of Cups. So this could be someone that you already know, you know? Someone from your past, someone that you can't stop thinking about. Could be coming back around. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The new start, Page of Pentacles. Maybe you're getting a message or some kind of hope that you didn't have before. Yeah, King of Cups. So this card talks about leading with love. You see how his heart is like ignited there, just like that heart chakra card too. So it's saying like, I feel like this eclipse is going to like open up your heart in a new way that you've never maybe even experienced before. It could be, I feel like it definitely is someone that you know. If it's not, it's someone that's from a prior life, you know, because the Six of Cups is, you know, it's someone that you think about. It's someone that either you think about or your soul thinks about, right? So something. So there's a time for healing and then a brand new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles, strengthening bonds. So this could be about this person. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so I feel like a time for healing. Yeah. So you're starting over here with something. This could have to do with your work. This new beginning is a blessing in disguise because it's close to Jupiter. Okay, so I feel like what's happening is the healing that's happening. That's what we're clarifying. A time for healing, strengthening bonds. It's this that has to heal, like this nightmare, this scaredness. It could have something to do with money because it's the King of Pentacles here. So I kind of feel like you're understanding your value, understanding your ability to manifest possibly. Look, I mean, you're seeing the sunshine here. This is definitely a healing card. This is about love, joy, prosperity, abundance. That's what's coming for you. It is your wish fulfillment. So, wow, this is pretty cool. I feel like you walked away with something and closed out a cycle. I'm seeing it at the bottom of the deck. You walked away, there was a tower moment, and you ended a cycle. You ended a cycle because you had clarity on it. Something hurt you. Yeah, it's about a lover. I mean, they did something, right? They could have, I don't know. I feel like you love them, or you at least have some sort of passion toward them. But I also feel like there's this place this during your healing time that you're actually kind of letting your soul out to drive or getting on the same page with your soul, human and soul, like kind of like in agreement, right? Knowing your value again, Queen of Pentacles. So what this could mean is that it's healing some kind of relationship for you, you know, like it's wish fulfillment, it's abundance, it's it could be like, again, like what I was talking about in the first pile. It's somebody that you already know. And so a time to give rather than take, challenging times. Let's clarify what's challenging, Aries. So I feel like this is a time for you to, I mean, we always are saying like that we always have to put ourselves first, and we do. But I feel like at this point in time, Spirit is asking you during whatever is challenging you to be very giving. Like, give more than you can take. Spirit, let's clarify that. What are they giving? What, first of all, are they giving away here during this challenging time? Tell me what they're giving to whoever this is for. Okay. I feel like King of Swords, you're giving truth. I feel like you're seeing the stability. It could be about money. The Queen of Pentacles is here, and so you do have like a match here. King and Queen of Pentacles, so you have a vibrational match. I feel like it could have something to do with this heart chakra opening up. But I do feel like you quickly changing something. It's like you're meditating here. You're meditating here and you're thinking to spirit and you're like talking to spirit. You see all the spirit cards around the King of Swords? Like they're talking to him. He's listening. He's meditating. He's definitely grounding in and listening, right? So these are challenging times coming. I feel like it could have something to do with somebody that you love, and it's been a challenge, or that's what's happening. There's a challenge. But the answer to that, in order to change this situation, it's really to only go off the facts, right? Only go off of what you know is to be true. King of Swords. Very, very honest with himself. And very, very tapped in this deck. Talking to spirit and only making decisions based on his knowing, third eye knowing, crown chakra knowing. He doesn't make decisions based off of his human being. So look at that. Manifesting, that's the Magician card. Manifesting, I don't know, another counterpart here. I feel like the Queen of Swords has a little bit different meaning than the King, but you do have both, which could be a vibe match, just so you know. You could be, you know, manifesting an air sign, but the Queen of Swords is mostly known for like not being emotional, like not making decisions based on her emotions. She bases them on truth. No, she doesn't have her sword in the air. She's just thoughtfully thinking here, but you see her heart in a cage here. She's not using any kind of feeling to make her decisions. That's the most honest thing anybody can do. Because when we're emotional, I do it all the time. Like if I'm sad or somebody else is sad, I'll do whatever I can to help them not feel sad. Like it's terrible. I've had this lifelong experience of that. But what I see happening is like maybe someone making an offer of love, Knight of Cups, making a move toward love. It is going to be 10 of Pentacles. So this whole thing is about somebody that you love. And I feel like there's been some problems, but there's a new beginning coming for you guys. It is your wish fulfillment. It really is. It's right here with the star. It's also, you know, talking about healing some really deep wounds. Nine of Swords, you know, nightmares, things that keep you awake all night. And then the outcome of it, you know, the advice is like, this is going to be a challenge for you, but you really have to tap in and talk to spirit. Come from your heart space and come from your third eye space. You know, what is true, what is not true. And once you're finished figuring all of that out, I feel like you're going to make your move. And it ends up being 10 of Pentacles with this person. Don't forget we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck of this one. Yeah. Higher learning, the Hierophant. This could lead to marriage, also with the Hierophant card, right? Moving this relationship up on the ladder of success, or the ladder towards spirituality, right? So hi, Miss Singh. Oh, you're not here anymore. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next sign, which is Taurus. Okay, so Taurus. So here's what the astrology says for you. Themes of closure and healing and surrender take precedence in the next 6 months. But deep down, you know something has run its course. For more reference, reflect on where your personal identity or individual autonomy are being compromised. The eclipse ruler is Mars because it's in Aries. And it's at odds with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So there may be a sense of vulnerability with siblings, peers, and local community. Your communication style may become more impulsive than usual. Where am I at here? Okay. Something could change in your professional life regarding your sense of authority. Sorry, I lost my place there. So something is closing out and healing. And you're surrendering something in the next 6 months. But deep down, you know that it's ran its course and it's time to let it go. So even though it's going to be hard, I feel like you're on board, right? And there's something about your siblings. You might be vulnerable. You might feel, like, I don't know, like you're talking. Communication is key, is here. The energy is gaining momentum. Have faith in your dreams. Communication is key. Okay. So, Taurus, there you are at the bottom of the deck. Your dreams need a practical plan. So, I was just talking to somebody the other day, and and I said, why don't you start writing it down? Like, write down your plan. Like, what is it that you want to do? Pick a date. Do the investigating. Find out how much money you need. What do you need to get it started? Write it down. Start making a plan. Because you're actually writing it into action, Our words, our spells. Called spelling. So, if you are having trouble getting something off the ground, write it down. Write down all the steps that you need to take. Just sit down and do that, and then figure out how to take that first step toward it. The energy is gaining momentum, Spirit. Okay, yeah. It's about detaching. Remember, you're going to have to let go of something that that it's already ran its course, right? The number 11 card, which is a Libra card. And then this Four of Pentacles is talking about opening up so that you can receive the incoming knowledge from Source, right through your crown. So once you detach, then you open yourself up to new knowledge, new messages from Spirit, new epiphanies. Have faith in your dreams is clarified by the Lover's card. And communication is key. Yeah, the Hierophant. I feel like some of you are going to be called to talk about your experiences. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like everything that's happening here, which is no surprise, is fated. It's part of your destiny because this is here. This is not a joke card, right? I also feel like since right underneath of that is the work card, I feel like you're working on something. Something's changing in your work. I feel like it could be about teaching. But this also could be about, like, it's talking about this sibling thing. Siblings, peers, and local community. So I feel like maybe Spirit is calling you to speak about something, to teach somebody. I don't know if it's someone in your family. It could be. But I do see you doing the teaching. And I see a lot of people listening. I don't know if you're writing a book and then doing a reading out of the book, something. But she sure has a lot of light behind her, doesn't she? It's like the light is backing her up. Like, I've never seen that card before, but I am seeing it strong right now. I also feel like there's something about loyalty here because there's a dog here right by her. So I do kind of feel like this could have something to do with your siblings, and but it does talk about community too, because it could be anything. But I do see you're being called. So let's clarify this first one. The energy is gaining momentum. So it's speeding up. Whatever it is that you're having to let go is like coming now. I feel like for over the next 6 months is what the astrology says, right? And I see like this is in alignment, is what I'm saying. Like once you detach and listen, this is what is happening. You're moving forward in the Chariot card, lined up with your shadow and light, both together, going the same direction, Taurus. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful because like at the end of the day, here you are being a teacher. So I feel like Spirit's giving you some new incoming knowledge with this open up card and the detach card. Once you detach, everything's changing. And you are headed somewhere fast. Okay. So what I see happening, maybe some of you being prepared for Emperor energy, because there's two kings right at once. So this tells me tap in with the King of Swords. I want you to look at that really, really closely, because see what he's doing? Listening. He's grounding. He's talking to Spirit. He's listening to Spirit, more importantly. And they're telling him, right? And this is the King of Cups. Again, very, very tapped in. But do you see his heart just exploding with love there? So I feel like that's what's coming for you, right? I feel like your forward movement, you're tapped in. Spirit's the one leading this way in the Chariot. You're going somewhere quickly and you're just exploding. Your heart is full of love. It's because you did this work here. It's because of this. It's because you detached and looked at it from a soul's perspective, and that allowed you to open up. And so here you are, opening up, listening. Hi Free Will. Nice to see you. I'm glad you got your 1111 back. That number is yours for sure. Have faith in your dreams is the middle one, and then it's clarified by the Lovers. Tell me what's happening here. Yeah, your soul's guiding you there. How about that? Making a final judgment, making a final choice. Have faith in your dreams. Your spirit says, yep, we can go it. I know how. It's great to see you. I haven't been on yesterday. And you know what? Yesterday I did a video and I stinking went to the bathroom and I turned on a song, and now this morning it says that I have a copyright warning or something like that. So I don't know if I had to take it down or what. Dang, I didn't know. Okay. So have faith in your dreams. Look at here. This is you letting go. This is you letting something go that doesn't serve you anymore. And it comes with this card, which is like appropriate, right? Because this is your soul saying like, I know exactly what to do. We have to let this go. We have to let this go. It just like isn't serving us anymore. What is it? Is it the Lovers? Is that the choice? Like, have you been hanging on to somebody, like even energetically, like you broke up, but you can't stop thinking about them? Like you dream about them, you think about them. This could very well be talking about that, right? But I feel like the Queen of Wands is showing up saying like, there's something here about you, like first letting your soul take the lead, deciding to let go of something that hurts you a lot. You know, Five of Cups is something that broke, right? And I feel like once you do this and like let your soul take the lead, here you are, Queen of Wands. Look at her. She's got fire in her hands, a wand in her hand. She's so happy. She's happy. She's figuring out something, a new gift she didn't even know she had. You see, that's what holds us back, is like this kind of shit holds us from finding out these beautiful gifts we have. It's like this sadness and stuff. It keeps us squashed, our energy squashed. And so it's hard for spirit to reach. They want to, but we're just, you know, I mean, we're like here, you know, like sad. And that's why I feel like the dream that you have faith in comes from the deepest piece of you, the piece that's been here for since the beginning of time, right? That soul piece that watched all of it. You know, it knows everything. It's just that we got a block. We got a block here. This is the planet of blockages as far as like where we've been. Like we can't remember it, right? So commitment, communication is key, is clarified by this teaching card. I feel like there are some of you, I don't know, like I said, you could have written a book and you're doing a reading at a signing, something like that. I feel like there's a lot of people being drawn to you. This could very much have something to do with your soul dream, you know, like your soul plan. That's what I'm feeling. Someone's coming in, spirit is sending them. I always get that off of the Three of Pentacles. I know not a lot of other people do, but I feel like spirit is involved with what you're doing. They're excited, and they're just sending people. They're sending people in to say like, yep, you got to do this. And then here you are, diving in, back diving. You're not even going in the front. You're so sure of your soul at this point. You are so, it's so prevalent and loud and in front of you and beautiful, and it's looking at you and going like, you ready? And your human is like, I am. I am. Okay, let's see. What exactly are you teaching here? It's talking about communication is key, so I kind of feel like it's got something to do with that. Like, so it could have like communication ruled by Mercury, right? And we do have a Mercury retrograde coming, so maybe you'll get a little bit of hint of what this is about if you don't already know, right? It is about work. It's about honing a skill, and I feel like you're doing that over the next, you know, within the next 2 years. That's how long this eclipse season lasts. So first you got to detach, let go, make a final judgment, let your soul take the lead. You trust it now. And then you're back diving into this. You're like, okay, you want me to talk about it? I'll talk about it. You know what you're talking about? This. You're talking about your pain. And I think, what else? It can't just be about the pain. What's behind the door for them? What's behind the door? If they would just get up and open the door, tell me what's in there. Okay, it's the ability to release something. It's the ability to release like old wounds, old childhood wounds. Didn't we talk about Chiron here? Because Chiron is the wounded healer. And see, Mars is kind of like squaring off with Chiron. So it's going to be I feel like a lot of us are going to be shocked by what happens, like what we see, what we're suddenly aware of, right? And I think for this person, it's about how to get out of this conundrum, you know, how to get out of that. And that's what Spirit's working on with you, right? You are definitely leading with love here, and you're choosing yourself. That's what I feel like. And look at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. This is where you find out all your information. This is not a scary place. This is a meditative place. This is where your energy and source energy come together. And source energy shows you some shit about yourself that you didn't know or you weren't willing to see. So this communication is key, is not just about you speaking your message. It's about you listening to the message from Spirit is what I'm getting. I think it's the most important piece. Because how can you do something if you don't have complete instructions? And I see Spirit doing that with you. So it requires you to also take the advice, take the path, take the knowledge and run with it. If it seems like you don't know where you're going, it's okay. You just got to really remember that you made this decision. You know, you made this decision. Of course, you could always take it back as a human being, like, I'm scared, I can't. But I don't see you doing that with this eclipse energy. I feel like there's good energy coming in. Like you understanding your own truth, your own value, your own connection. That's the part. And then you're teaching about it. Look at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even know that was there. But there you are. Along with the High Priestess, right? Yeah, these two energies are unblocking you. They're unblocking you because this is where you're headed. That's that teach card again. See? So, Taurus, this is just an amazing reading. So I hope that this helps you over the next, like I said, this is a 2-year thing. Like it's not going to happen in one day, but I feel like you're going to feel it. I feel like you're going to feel it. I think you might already feel it, honestly. Let me see what's going on here on my chat. So, did you have to take down your video? Did you have to take down your video when it said copyright on it? Because I don't know if that's what I should do. I haven't gotten an email or anything, but it makes me wonder. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back, you guys. Ouch. Okay. Sorry. Oh, who's here now? Linda. Hi, Linda. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Gemini would be next. 34. All right, Gemini. This eclipse is happening in your 11th house of associations, community affairs, and a sense of belonging in the world. This is a brand new chapter. You will not only take the initiative in society, but also make a name for yourself in the community. If you're feeling vulnerable about your stability, it's because of Mars and Chiron square. It's a theme for you from now until 2025. Pluto is in your 9th house of expansion. It's a catalyst for your belief system and long-term goals. Venturing into the unknown brings you closer to your destiny. So, this eclipse is happening in your community house, your associations, your friends, and how you belong in the world. So there's a new beginning for this. How fun is that, Gem? Okay, Gemini. Spirits, angels, guides. We're talking to Gemini. This is about the eclipse in their 11th house. Their brand new chapter. We want details. We love Geminis here. Conclusions. Okay, so now this one is talking about the full moon eclipse, which is May 5th. This card. So this is about, so when that new moon, I mean that full moon happens, I haven't done the reading on that, but I will soon. But that is actually winding up something that started 2 years ago. You know, when that eclipse season, like, you know what I mean? Like, so we're starting a new eclipse season with this Aries moon. But there's another one that started a couple of years ago in April, probably 2021, that's ending May 5th. Just like I'm saying, this one's going to end in May of 2025. In May of 2023, there's a full moon eclipse, and it's an ending to something that happened from that eclipse that we're just winding up. So whatever that means for you, we could look it up. We could definitely Google it, because it would have been 2 years ago. So in April, right? So that one's winding up, but that's what's coming out here. Like, they're talking about conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So let's clarify this. Okay. So I feel like what's happening is I feel like you're getting a big dose of spirit energy, because, like, look what came out. It's almost like spirit is like guiding you, you know, showing you who you are. The Eight of Swords, I mean, the Eight of Wands to me, I mean, that white light is you, and all these wands are spirit. Like, they're working specifically on you in this card, right? Trying to get you aligned with your true calling, your true form, right? Which is Empress energy. I feel like it's spirit that's moving you. Tell me where you're taking them, spirit. Where are you taking Gemini here? I feel like they're taking you back to your very own energy, which is balance between masculine and feminine. I feel like the way they're doing that is through this energy, the Knight of Wands. And I love this card. Look at how free she is. Even the Mustang in the back, just like jumping and hopping and like having a great time. She's having a great time. This is what brings, I don't know, like soul, body, mind back together. It's really doing what lights our soul up, lights our heart up, was something that makes us smile on the inside. It can be as simple as a somersault, you know, it can. It could be playing this drum, like she's marching to the beat of her own drum. And I feel like they're trying to like show you how alive that spirit is. So I feel like you're going to be doing that. Work through your fears. Tell me what this is all about. This is a Scorpio card. Work through your fears. Okay. Seven of Wands. So, this is the most changeable card. Like, sometimes it looks like someone's, you know, feeling attacked. Sometimes it looks like whatever. But this one, look at her. She's definitely working with spirit here, and her whole foundation is spirit holding her up in this bubble. A bubble of light, a bubble of love. She's in deep thought with spirit. She's meditating. She is in tune, right? Her vibration is high. And she's taking all of her direction from spirit. I do feel like this is a really, like, doesn't that look like solar plexus energy there? Which is weird because I saw that a little while ago. Solar plexus in another card. I forgot those cards. Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands. What else? Anything else for working through your fears? Yeah, I feel like you've been in a healing spot here. Something really hurt you. I feel like Spirit's been working on you and healing you. And part of that healing is actually protecting you, you know, with that bubble of light and love. Like they have you, Gemini, in a protective healing state because it's just like it's time for you to move forward. Page of Pentacles. It's a new direction. It's a new start. Where are they going? Okay. Six of Cups. Tell me what that is. Community. Okay. There's something here about the Six of Cups. I feel like this could be a child. It could be a sibling. It could be a lover. It could be a childhood friend. It could be a parent, right? But I feel like that's what's healing. That's where your fears stem from. And the wheel is here saying, like, it is time for that to be healed. Tell me exactly how. Show me that in a card. What's the wheel doing here? What are you going to do? What's the wheel doing? I feel like, is the Wheel of Fortune Jupiter? Oh. Okay. I feel like Spirit's going to have to help you out here. Because I see a lot of good shit coming, but look at you. Like, you're hanging on to the pain. You're hanging on to the pain. And I do, this could be about a child or it could be about a lover or a parent, like childhood wounding. But it's a long time coming. And the Wheel of Fortune says, no, this shit is done. Like, this is what's happening. I feel, yeah, there it is. Making a decision to, like, let your soul out. It starts over here in this first card with the Chariot and Empress and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're understanding what you really want out of life and you're feeling it. Probably from Spirit, because look at her heart just like exploding with light. So I kind of feel like once you decide this, like, you know, but you do got to make the decision, you know. Your human being has to agree that the soul might have a legit thing, right? You all three have to be on the same page, body, mind, soul. So here comes your intuition. I feel like you're getting a lot of hits, maybe dreams, maybe visions, right? I feel like a lot of it's going to be like showing you, you know what? You are fucking stronger than you know. You're fucking stronger than you know. You think you're this nine of swords, but you are a fucking lion. You're as strong as a lion and gentle as a lamb. And look at your heart right out here for everybody to see, everybody to... You're sharing it with everybody. That's the kind of person you are. You're very strong. But a lot of times when we have this lion-lamb energy, like, who do we mostly act like? The lamb. Right? We do. We kind of act like the lamb. We're just kind and nice. And then sometimes shit happens where we fucking have to be that fierce lion. Right? Right? So anyway, what I see is maybe what I feel like is you're having like a new appreciation for yourself here with the Ace of Cups. Yes, it could be about a new lover. It could, because the lovers is here. So it could be about a lover, but I don't think so. This is really about your healing, and it doesn't involve another person. It's you. It's you and your soul trying to like get through something bad, something that hurt, something that you can't seem to stop nightmaring about. I can see it here. Your intuition knows the way. Your soul knows the way. Look at these three cards all together that came out. The Judgment, the Nine of Cups, and this. Here's your key. This is it. It's like listening to that inner voice that you have. You know that one. You know that one that says you don't gotta lay in bed. Get the fuck up. Live. That's what I feel like is happening. It makes me almost want to cry. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Let's see what this is about. Yeah. So I feel like it's a time to give to yourself rather than just take from yourself. You know what I mean? It's about making a decision to put yourself first. And when we are hot in this energy, like, it is hard to find a goddamn balance here, huh? Like, it really is, because once you kind of get that lamb energy, the lion, you've shut the lion up. But this is saying, like, no, it's time to give to you. It's time to choose you, Gemini. Not what everybody else needs. What do you need? And here you are at the Two of Wands. It's a time to give to yourself, Gemini. It's going to be a struggle. You're going to fight with yourself. Five of Wands. You're like, no, that's selfish. That's selfish to give to myself. No, it isn't. Spirit is telling you right now to do it. They're telling you, choose you, babe. Choose you. Surrender what happened. Surrender the old beliefs. Surrender the fact that you have grown up feeling like you don't have the ability, or you don't have the right to choose you or to believe something different. It's bullshit. As soon as you let go of this is a death card. I mean, honestly, she's surrendering this death. She's surrendering to it. She's accepting it. She's saying, Spirit, this is too much for me. Do you see all the emotions? She's saying, this loss was too much for me, and I don't know how to let it go. That is exactly what's happening. Oh my God. Spirit, take that. There you are. I mean, this could very well be a death, Gemini. So the answer there, and I hope you guys are listening. It's time for you to just choose you. Choose you. And I don't care if it sounds selfish. This is what the cards are saying. This is what Spirit's saying to me. Saying, Gemini, you put everyone else first. I feel like that's why you're in here. You know, look at these two cards that came out together. You see how protected you are? Do you see how much love you have right there from Spirit? Like, are you reaching for them? Because they've got you so in a hug. They've got you in a hug. Okay. Now this is going to be a challenge. Here's this Five of freaking Wands again. This is a challenging time for you. And then the third eye comes out saying, like, that's your ticket. Remember, we already got the High Priestess. So I'm feeling like, yeah, going right back to you. Going right back to your energy of the Lovers. A balance between feminine, masculine energy. It's going to be a challenge, because what you have to do is choose you, like, over everyone and everything else. You just have to make decisions that are best for your own good and growth, because you're not in your own energy. You're not balanced at all, right? Your third eye knows the way. And in tarot, she comes in as the High Priestess, and she's here. She's right here. She's the one guiding you. She's the one guiding you to this spot. This is everything you dreamed of. Your intuition knows it. Your higher self knows it, and they're showing you. Don't forget what we wanted. Don't forget. Play, play, play. You've got the Lover's card 2 times here. You know, we got it in this deck and this deck. This is your card. This is not a love reading. This is about you. This is about you getting back into your own energy and fast. Spirit is saying, like, dude, this shit's got to end. Like, you have to have this end before the new beginning can happen. And that's why the first card out was conclusions are within reach. You've got to let something go that's just been killing you. And the only way you can do it is that Hermit. You've just got to get into the position and say, I need help. Okay, let's go on to Cancer. 51, 35. Okay, time. You ready for Cancer? Time to take charge. This eclipse is happening in your 10th house. Bossiness. It's the bossiness house. How fun is that? So, authority, career, and public persona is being activated during this eclipse season that lasts until May 2025. This could be a tricky energy to manage. You're overcoming karmic patterns and wounding. Maybe about parental figures. Sorry. Got some 888 number calling. I'm sure it's not an emergency. So this could be a tricky energy to manage. You are overcoming karmic patterns and woundings. Maybe about parental figures or family legacy. It's challenged by Pluto. Like, remember Pluto. It's in your 8th house of intimate affairs and energetic exchanges. An unraveling occurs with your attachments and shared resources, leading to your freedom. Wow. Well, that's pretty big. So let's read it again. It's challenged by, this is a family legacy challenged by Pluto in your 8th house of intimate affairs and energetic exchanges. An unraveling occurs with your attachments and shared resources, leading to your freedom. Time for you to take charge. Cancer. Let's see what that's all about here. Cancer. Tell me what's going on for Cancer here, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for removing the negative energy. I love you. Okay. Okay. First card, Cancer, is the Lover's card. Second card is the third eye. And then the Sunshine card. So abundance. So I don't know. Looks like I got 5 cards for you guys out here from these 2 cards. The crown chakra and the challenging times. Shit, I got so worked up at that last reading, I forgot your moon cards. We'll just get them now. Spirit, give me 3 messages from the moon. It looks to me like you're having a really big awakening, Cancer. I feel like because of the third eye and the crown chakra, right? And I also feel like you're having a little bit of a challenge, but with these 2 energies of the shock crown and the third eye opening up, and then the sunshine as well, I feel like you got this. It's time to release negativity. Take time to breathe out. And then a fiery climax approaches. So yeah, it is. It's saying like something's changing. Something's unraveling for you. I feel like it might be a little bit challenging. This card is definitely here. So let's get the Light Seers deck here. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Tower card here. And in this one, it's like a rebuild card. Starts with your heart. So it looks to me like something happened that just really hurt your heart. And I feel like you've got angels all around you to help you rebuild this. And I feel like that's part of the eclipse, like there's stuff leaving your life so that you can breathe. Okay, let's clarify this first one. It's time to release negativity. I feel like you could have negativity wrapped around love. You are overcoming karmic patterns and wounding. So yeah, I feel like there's something toxic, like a toxic cycle here, devil card. Look at this guy. You know, out of all the devil cards, like this is the most appealing one. And I feel like it's more easier to understand because he's basically controlling, this energy is controlling this human. And this energy can be so appealing. Look at him. Look at his eyes. Look at him. I mean, who wouldn't want that guy? So, again, I feel like what it's saying is like, this is such a temptation and it's something that controls you. This is why I feel like, yeah, time to release negativity. And it is definitely like it's clarifying the Lover's card. So I feel like there's a toxic pattern is what I feel like it's saying. Like there's a toxic pattern in love. Who, maybe the kind of people you pick or the kind of people that are attracted to you. Why are they attracted to you? Why always fucking alcoholics? Why always fucking woman beaters? Why? They have secret addictions that we can't even see it because he's too goddamn good looking. But we're not seeing it and we almost don't care. Right? I've been there. I have. Like, see? Totally blindfolded to the reality of what you're doing and what's happening and who's controlling you. Right? Yeah. Well, that's not going to last for long. Spirit says, fuck that. You see what's happening? Crown, chakra, opening moment. You're getting clarity on the truth. Spirit's showing you. And they're showing you something. Yeah, I kind of feel like what this is saying is like, in your past, you've always had this kind of relationship, Five of Swords. This is the kind of relationship where, I mean, there's blood in this card. I don't know. I'm just feeling strong domestic violence right now. I'm sorry. If that doesn't fit for you, just don't take it. It could be just like word fights, arguing, devil energy, controlling, a jerk, right? I just feel like that. Yeah, Spirit says no. I'm giving you a new gift. So something here is changing. You're releasing this pattern. You're releasing this toxic cycle, Cancer. Now, the next card out for the next thing is take time to breathe out. So here's what I feel like. You're going to be letting go of something that actually matters to you, you know? And I don't think it could be about feelings, but it's more about a pattern, comfortability, right? And you've always dealt with this, maybe even back in your childhood. Like maybe you were just fucked over even as a child, right? Hi, Joni. But I see this all happening. Like Spirit is saying, like, end of story, new story. Take time to breathe out. So when something happens to us, I want you to name one person who doesn't hold their breath. Think about it. And you just hold it. Spirit saying, just take some deep breaths. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We got to tell you some stuff. We're going to be talking to you through here. You're going to hear us. You're going to see us. We're going to tell you in your dreams. Be ready. Let's clarify. Take time to breathe out. What are you doing, Spirit? I really want to see. Okay. So, wow. Take time to breathe out. I feel like you're taking charge of your own life here. I feel like you're, first of all, cutting out all the bullshit that doesn't serve you anymore. Queen of Swords. She's not doing this on her own. Do you see the Queen of Swords? She's very tapped in, talking to Spirit. She has no emotion. She's just dealing with her truth, what her third eye has told her. She knows shit. And instead of going off of her emotions, she's going off what she knows. Third eye, right? And here's what Spirit is showing them, showing you guys, Cancer. They're showing you your value in two different ways. Money and anything you want. Manifesting. Both of these cards are just very powerful. This guy, look at him. He's got a dog. He's loyal. He knows his value. He's smart. He's got a whole library behind him. This is a very telling card. He's pretty laid back, pretty cool. Loves himself, loves life, loves people. And this card is the Emperor, and he's a very calm, cool, collected kind of guy in this photo, right? Aries vibe. That's where the eclipse is. It's time. It's time to put on this Emperor energy, and that's what Spirit is saying. Like, take time to breathe out, because this is going to be big. Like, it's going to take your breath away. This knowledge, this power that you have, like, it's going to shock the shit out of you. I want to know what the challenge is here. Tell me what the challenge is for Cancer. Aw, thanks, Joni. The answer, here's the answer for the challenging times. It's the Judgment card. It's just simply trusting your soul to lead. It's listening to the crown. It's listening to the third eye messages. It's your soul. Cancer, I know how to get through this. Let me help you. Oh, that's a beautiful message, Spirit. Thank you. So, full moon in Aries, fiery climax approaches. Something is definitely over. And I think it's you feeling like shit. I think it's you being in this cycle of people who just treat you like shit. And you're blindfolded to it. Spirit is like giving you a big eye-opening. Like, oh my God, I have to concentrate on breathing now. And this is your time to shine. This card is a card of abundance and joy, happiness and stability. The reason that you have this in the third placement is because of these guys that came in with your third eye, right? These guys all came in. These are all energies. Here's your third eye. And here's what it's showing you. What you need to cut out. Why you need to cut it out in your life. Belief systems. About yourself, probably. Who are you? Where do you fit in? Any fucking where you want. King of Pentacles. You can do anything you want. You can have anybody in your life that you want. You attract people of these vibrations. It's very, honestly, very cool. And it's saying, like, take time to breathe out, because it's going to happen fast. And I feel like you guys, it's going to take your breath away. But here's what happens. You're fucking shining. You're fucking shining. That old life is over. Your own soul has guided you out of those treacherous ideas, those treacherous mindsets, right? Right, you're letting go. Yeah, you are. You're over it. You have finally, like, you're letting go of the sadness. You're allowing for the protection. Your vibration is raising. 7 of Wands. Your whole vibe is raising. I mean, you're fucking in the sunshine energy. That's a hot, powerful energy. And it makes changes in us when we hang out in the sun. So imagine if you're wearing the sun energy. Spirit says, here, you're going to shine. The first thing you do is let go of the shit that don't let you shine. You take advantage of spirits like bubble of light and love and that meditative state, hanging out with Spirit, making all your moves only based on what you know, what comes in, right? Suddenly you're free. Page of Wands, right? Yeah, this is your own higher self talking to you here with the High Priestess. And You're finally understanding who you really are. You're a beautiful spiritual being, just in a body. That's what's happening. You're becoming aware. And it's all due to this eclipse business. Lots of changes, you guys. So many changes coming. I'm so excited for them. I'm so excited for them. And, you know, part of me is a little scared, but like if we can hang on to the fact that this soul, like if we can hang on to the truth of who you really are on the inside and stay connected with that, I just feel like you're going to just roll through this, right? Now that you know what's coming. Remember, this is a 2-year cycle. So, lots happening for you, Cancer. Let's go to Leo. Okay, Leo. 12th house of closure, dreams, unconscious patterns. You are equally emotional as you are defensive about the past, especially with Mars squaring Chiron. That's the wounded healer. You could be reminiscing a past wound or area of vulnerability, but this is the energy you're healing and working with until 2025. Pluto is squaring in your relationship sector. Something that seems like a catastrophe or abrupt ending will liberate you in many ways that you don't see. Wow. So, so you got the wound, you're healing some stuff. This Chiron is pretty important with this eclipse too, because it's like, it's right in the middle of it. It's squaring it in everybody's sign, right? And let's not forget Pluto moving it on into Aquarius and what that's doing for us, right? How it's moving our energy, for pretty important. So you're really making some headway here, Leo, with closure, closing out some cycles. You could be getting a lot of like dreams, understanding some things. You're pretty going to be going through some emotional stuff, right? But it's all about healing. So I see that happening for you, Leo, which is awesome. Look, yeah, it's the Blossom card. This is the Judgment card in this deck. The first card was success and growth. That's spirit. That's the 8 of Wands. And in this card, it's about spirit backing you up and taking you to success and growth. And then here's the growth. It's your soul, like making an appearance to you. Look, talking to you even. This is the High Priestess. Asking you to listen. So I feel like you're getting a lot of intuitive hits. This is your own card, the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Spirit saying like, yeah, you guys, overall, like that's what it's about. Kind of owning your own power, your own card of strength, the Lion, right? Okay, let's get some moon cards. But I really like, so far, I love the John Holland things, because it's very apparent that spirit is backing you up and helping you navigate this energy. Okay, it's time to take action. See, new moon in Aries. So something's going on here. Could be about your work or something like that, but it's saying like it's time to take action. Spirit does have your back here with the success and growth as the next. Time to look at the bigger picture is a Sagittarius card, and this is what it's clarifying. The Blossom card. Look at the bigger picture. Who are you really? This big ball of light, that's what keeps this body moving. It's what keeps it conscious. It's your soul. It's beautiful. It's coming out, making an appearance, because it wants you to see. Wants you to see the bigger picture of life. Like, it's not just this tiny little world of, for me, Tina, right? I'm not a Leo, but I'm just trying to say, like, sometimes, you know, we just look at our life and we're like, I am Tina, I am a mom, I am a homeowner, this is where I live in these walls. But spirit is like, it's bigger than that, man. Yeah, you're great, Tina, but there's more to you. There's more to you, and we want you to see it. So will you please listen? Because we're telling you some stuff. Let's see what this card is. What do you need to release? Okay, so that's what your higher self is trying to get you to understand. Like, there's some shit that is in your life that's not serving you. It's holding you back, in fact. It could be old beliefs. We'll just clarify with tarot and see exactly what it is that you need to release here. This is a cool reading. Like, I love this message, I think, even more than the rest of them so far, because super good. It's time to take action. You're going to be successful here with the 8 of Wands. I feel like you're being called by your soul, but you're human. Your human is a little bit, I feel like you're being pulled in 2 directions. Your spirit's coming in and saying, like, no, fucking, you're getting out of this, like, I don't know what to do phase. Like, this is not working for your soul. So your soul says, get in this fucking boat, and we're taking you to show you some stuff. 10 of Cups. It's time to take action. It's time to let your soul guide you, is what I feel like it's really saying. And this card that I'm clarifying is the new moon in Aries, which is what we're dealing with on Thursday. So pretty cool that it showed its face. Okay, let's look at the bigger picture. And the Blossom card. So it's like this is the Judgment card. It's like your soul coming out to, like, show you the bigger picture, right? So I feel like, yeah, so there's some toxicity here. And that's something that your soul is saying, like, hey, like, you're doing something toxic. And I'm part of this situation too. I don't know what they're going to tell you. But I feel like whatever this is, it's got control over you, and I think you're letting it run the show. Like, it could be alcohol, drugs, codependency, anger, fear, right? There is something here that's blocking you from moving forward, from hearing your soul, right? From hearing the higher stuff. You're blocked. You know, I just was watching something the other day. I don't know what it was, but it was talking about how when we have toxic behavior, like, let's say alcohol. Let's say we drink all the time. So I used to be a really pretty hardcore drinker, and I would drink and drink and drink and then pass out. You can't even dream. You just pass out and you wake up and you're sick and puking and all that shit. You can't, there's no space for your soul to even enter. Your soul has to split, you know? It can't even take what the body is doing to it. It's too pure. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling like someone, and maybe not everyone, but someone fucking needs to hear that message. Like, what is it that's blocking you from your soul? It's this fucking devil. And the devil is, like I said, it's an addiction, it's fear, it's old beliefs, it can be anything, but it's definitely got control over you. And your soul is going like, hey, I'm over here. So have you given it a chance to talk to you? Like, I don't know, if you have a drug or alcohol problem, maybe you should take a few days off and see. Then I'll do a little meditating instead, because your soul wants to talk to you. So whoever that's for, I hope you hear. And let's see what else is happening. Yeah, you got the strength, Leo. This is your card. So I feel like you do have the strength to conquer whatever that devil means for you. It's something that's controlling you, you know? I feel like it blocks you, you see? It blocks you, and it almost attracts shitty stuff. Nine of fucking wands, you know? Bad relationships, hurtful words, you know, just people talking shit, you feeling like you have to protect yourself from it, right? That's what the devil is attracting for you. When really what spirit wants you to know, I feel like this is spirit wanting you to mingle with it. Two of Cups can mean a lot of things, but I feel like this is your soul trying to reach you and say, like, look, we're a team. Look, we're a team, and time is of the essence. We have to make use of this energy. Come with me. Come with me. That's what I feel like is happening for you. Dang. This is a pretty powerful reading, huh, Leo? So, what do you need to release is the final moon card. And what's clarifying it is the High Priestess saying, like, this is the High Priestess is your intuition, third eye, trying to get a hold of you, like trying to tell you stuff. And that's why I felt like I needed to say that about that Devil card. Something's blocking you from your own fucking soul. Your soul is almost like going like, no, no. For some of you, right? If it's a behavior that you're choosing, it's going like, no. So I just feel like big warning there. And the card is look at the bigger picture. Like, your soul wants you to look at the bigger picture than outside of your own little tiny world. Like, right? So what do you need to release? And Spirit is telling you. It's got something to do with this. It's the Six of Cups. And I'm going to say, like, this could be childhood wounding. Look, child and adult. It could be about loyalty in your family. It could be how you attach meaning to love. What does love mean to you? What does it look like? You know, what were you treated like as a child? We stay in those patterns. We do. We stay in them until our soul finally comes out and said, I have fucking had enough of this shit. I know I picked the placements. I know I picked the parents. But it's time for us to, like, get out of this energy, right? And there's the Eight of Wands helping you, lifting you up, honing in on you. You just have to be ready to receive. I feel like you're going to be, like, you're going to be seeing, like, once you kind of start listening, I feel like you have a lot of options coming. A lot. Yeah. Three of Cups. This is like a celebration. I also feel like this is strong angelic presence, Three of Cups. I feel like there is a person coming in, like it's an angel with skin. You might know them, but there's an angel speaking through them to you. They might not even know it, but pay attention because there is someone coming. And if you are, you know, struggling with some kind of addiction, which I strongly feel like someone is, I feel like this person or these three people that might be coming into your life are going to help you, like, see the truth of it and put it down, let it go. Like, you're right. This is stopping me. This is stopping me from moving forward. It's too heavy. It's too much. Okay, so tell me the rest. What's happening next? Yeah, you get, like, new incoming Page of Swords, new knowledge. Your soul is starting to communicate a little bit at a time, showing you the truth. Showing you the truth, showing you what your whole purpose is, what your dreams are. Star card. You know? This is a really beautiful reading. I feel like what you have coming is, like, what's happening is, like, you're bumping up here with that Hierophant card, bottom of the deck. See, I feel like that's what your soul is trying to get through to you. Look at the bigger picture. What do you need to release so you can get on with it? Because you have somewhere. Your soul has somewhere. And then this energy that's coming with the eclipse, it's going to change some shit for you. So be ready for it. That's what I see. I hope that made sense for you guys, Leo. And hey, by the way, like, look at the first set. It's time to take action. Like, it's time to make a decision and not be, like, going back and forth. And they're taking you, Six of Swords is movement. And it's actually spirit guiding the boat. See the birds pulling the boat? that is taking you to 10 cups of love. I don't know. It could be about a lover, but I don't think so. I think it's about love all around you, spirit love. I think the love is coming from your very own soul. That whole reading was about your soul begging to come out, begging to take charge, begging to like let go of whatever it is that's holding you two from being together. So, I hope that made sense, Leo. Next is Virgo. 121. Okay, Virgo. Trust the divine plan. The solar eclipse is powering up your 8th house of mergers, joint ventures, and shared resources. A disruption could shake up your foundation in unexpected ways. The eclipse ruler Mars is in your 11th house of community affairs, but it will simultaneously face off with Chiron. This means there's a core wound that you're processing and healing. Challenged by Pluto in the 6th house of health, routines, acts of kindness. This is an opportunity for you to transform the dynamics of your service to others, and this will lead you to your freedom and contentment. Wow. See what I mean about astrology? It's so exciting, like how it like just moves us in different ways. I just think it's smart of the universe to have that ebb and flow in our life, right? Okay, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Spirit, thank you so much for clearing out today all the cool messages. Please keep just coming on through for me. I love you so much. Let's find out what's happening for Virgo over the eclipse, for the eclipse. Trust the divine plan. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change is what they're saying. The end of a tough cycle. Yeah, something's ending. This is a full moon in Capricorn card. And one more. Work through your fears. Boy, that's been here more than once. It's a Scorpio card. Now, you know the next eclipse on May 5 is in Scorpio, and it's a full moon eclipse. So we'll do another reading about that. But I just have noticed that it's here a lot. And I'm wondering if, like, all this stuff, they're only like 2 weeks apart. So I'm wondering, like, is this simultaneously happening? Like winding it. You know how we have 2 weeks on each side of something? So this first eclipse is going to run right into the next one, and the next one is all about endings. So pretty cool. All right, Virgo, let's see. Expect powerful change. Spirit, tell me what John Holland's deck of the love, the tarot of the heart, has to say. Expect powerful change. What's changing for Virgo with this eclipse, Spirit? Okay, balance and a new beginning. So yeah, expect powerful change. I feel like you are finding balance in your life, in yourself, right? I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the energy is just going to do it, right? And then you have like a new beginning in Wands. Whatever this is breathing color and life into your life. Virgo. The end of a rough cycle approaches. Okay. This is actually about, this is a moon card, and I feel like this is about inner wounding. I feel like it's about the stuff, the shadow side of us that no one really knows about but us. And sometimes we don't even know, you know? Like it's something that's lurked around since we were 2 and we didn't even remember it, but it still haunts us somehow. I feel like something's ending there for you. Something, a childhood wound. It's being worked out. Work through your fears, Spirit says. by teaching others. Okay. So I feel like that is probably what I see at the bottom of the deck, movement coming. This is spirit movement with the Chariot card. This is alignment. A lot of stuff happening here. But I feel like the teach card is like, it could either be saying like, these fears are teaching you something, or this kind of might be your path, like to teach other people. Maybe about how fear holds them back. You know, I'm not sure, you know, where you're at with your spiritual journey, but it doesn't even matter. Maybe this is the first time you've even heard of it. This moon is pretty powerful, so they might be, you know, like preparing you to teach something about something that you've been afraid of for a long time. Okay, let's clarify. Expect powerful change here with balance and new vitality. Show me. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of success. I feel like huge, like the star, everything you want. It's something you've been wishing for. Sometimes I feel like the star too, it's almost like, look at it. Doesn't that even, like, you know how we always talk about, I always talk about the North Node because I think it's the most important placement of all. But I kind of feel like for some reason, I just got that off of here. Like, it's like you're successful in being on your North Star path, your true north, you know? I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like it's a new beginning, and I feel like it's on your soul path. Like, it's your soul who's being pleased here with this star card, and it's your soul who's guiding you to this big success. Like, so I don't know what that means for you, but she's on a stage. She could be a singer or whatever, but people are clapping and applauding and proud of her, and I feel like that's happening for you, and it's going to change some shit for you, like the way you see yourself, right? I feel like you're leading with love. I feel like your heart is exploding with happiness, and I feel like you have this beautiful balance, which is the first card out here. This beautiful balance between yourself. Like, you don't really have any fear. You're very gentle and kind, but you're also very powerful, and you have a good balance. And I feel like that's what's happening with the eclipse here, like in this first row. I feel like you're finding your balance, leading with love. Honestly, it's kind of about like balancing body, mind, and soul, which if you did that, you really would be leading with love. Your heart would be exploding, and you would have this perfect balance between knowing your power and knowing how gentle that a person needs to be too, you know? The end of a rough cycle approaches, and you're confronting some shadows here. So let's see what that means. Spirit, what are they doing here? Okay, so I feel like something's coming into balance. This whole reading for you. Oh, I'm getting a loud ringing here. Something about this this ending of a tough cycle is bringing. Look what is here. I just saw this. I'm gonna show you this way. You know how they always say, oh, like Tesla, like, you know, Nikola Tesla talks about the power of 369, right? And he would only stay in rooms that, look at what came out, 369. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. It does have something to do with your inner child wounding. Fairness is being restored. I feel, man, I feel like there's people coming in, maybe to show you. But I do see you finding this happily ever after place. 9 of Cups, right? Oh, right there. Happily ever after, 10 of Pentacles. So if there's a money problem, that's getting cleared up. If there's an inner child wounding, I just feel like you're seeing it in a new way. Like, you don't have to hold on to it you don't have to hold on to an old thing anymore. Like, I don't know what's happening. Six of Pentacles. Something's being made fair. It has something to do with this Three of Cups, which I always think is spirit. Like, these could be people coming in. They could be friends of yours. But definitely the messages coming in are from spirit and their wisdom. So pay attention. It is about a rough cycle ending and fairness being brought back in. This could be, honestly, an ending to a karmic cycle too. Karmic meaning like this was a plan you had. Like, it's an inner child wounding. But I feel like in this card, what it's saying, like, it's over. Like, you've learned the lesson and it's time to move forward. And I feel like that's happening. And where you're ending up is, you know, finding happiness, joy, love, stability. And I really feel like this has a lot to do with your home. It could be about money, but I do feel like it's about your stability at home, right? So work through your fears, and then the Teach card. So let's clarify that for Virgo. So yeah, Three of Wands. I feel like you are, I don't know, waiting for something. I think you're waiting. I don't know. I think you're having an inner struggle about moving forward with this. You have quite a few choices. Maybe you don't know which way to go or what the right time is. This could definitely have something to do with love. You're guarded about romantic love. And this could be what you're teaching others, or this could be a very big lesson for you, you know, like a pattern that you've been in. It's something you need to work through. It's fear, it's stalling, it's not being able to choose, right? But I do see like this Empress energy coming here along with like a big epiphany. Maybe like understanding who you really are. You know, like you do have access to the Empress, which is Mother Earth, which is, I can create anything. I love everything I create. Like, it's that kind of vibration. So I feel like you're getting a message about your divinity here. And I think that's what's going to change it. What's going to change things for you. I feel like what you're seeing is the bigger picture of what's going on in your life. Like, because I feel like there's something here that's definitely got you blocked, right? And this is what it is. It's the Seven of Swords, and I fucking hate this card. It's like so... I just hate the way it makes me feel. So, Seven of Swords. This is about, it could be about a lover. It could be about a family situation, something. I feel like it's about a lover. Because that's what you're blocked away from, is the lovers. Like, you have a block around you. You don't want to let anyone in. You have a fear, a big fear, and Spirit is saying, like, time to walk away from that. 10 of Swords, it's over. Like, it happened and it's over. And Spirit's giving you a gift here of Eight of Wands. It's a brand new beginning. But there's this card. Good, don't miss it. Don't miss this opportunity, Virgo. Because it looks to me like you're focused on these three cups when Spirit is handing you something from the higher realm. You know, like they're giving you a new beginning, an Ace of Cups, basically. But you're stuck in the Three of Cups. Like, why'd this have to happen? Like, you aren't even seeing Spirit's offer here. Tell me why, dude. It's the fear. You're so focused on loss, struggle. But this is working out because look who's here. There it is. It's you deciding to let your soul come out and guide you. And then you get to start manifesting. And you're starting out baby steps here. Like, you're first of all feeling the freedom. Second of all, feeling the love. But also maybe even feeling torn between two worlds, you know? Because look at you here. You didn't even see it. But it's changing. It's changing. I don't know what Spirit's doing to get your attention, but they sure are. They're getting it. They're getting it. And they're saying, like, come on, it's time to go. We gotta go. this way, right? To the 10 of Cups. Healing whatever it was from your childhood. 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. This is something you've been hanging on to for a while. I just feel like in this, like, work through your fears here, I feel like Spirit is really amping up what they're doing for you, you know? So I feel like Virgo, for the next couple of years, I feel like Spirit's going to be working with you, showing you something different about your soul, about your power, about your ability, about your own soul purpose, your plan, you know, your North Star. What was it? What'd you come here to do? What'd you come here to learn? What'd you come here to teach? That's what's happening. I feel like there's so many people that are going through kind of like the same thing. Balancing soul, body, mind, soul, balancing masculine, feminine. We need that energy to be balanced, don't we, for these big changes? Let's see who's next here. Libra. I know everybody's waiting for Libra 136. I am not quite sure if I'm going to make it through all of these today. I think I got Coco coming pretty soon. I don't know what time it is. Let me look. It's 1. Oh, I probably do. It's not early out or anything. I was just thinking, like, whenever he comes, I just like to be 100% present. Okay. Libra. Okay, let's read this first. Forgot about it. Okay, Libra, it's in your 7th house of compromise, commitment, and significant others. There is an awakening taking place in a partnership, in the partnership sector. You're being challenged to reflect on your own sovereignty and freedom. Mars rules the eclipse, and Mars is in your 10th house of authority. Whether it's an emotional tie, a family legacy, or your identity as a parental figure, it's important to set firm boundaries for yourself as you move forward. This eclipse squares Pluto, meaning a change of heart or a desire for recognition. Okay. So, compromise, commitment, parental figures, boundaries, and a change of heart or desire. Okay. Something's changing. Okay, be bold and make the first move. Libra is your first card. God, every time. It's time to release negativity. That's a Scorpio card. First one's a cardinal moon. Okay, and then confidence is your key to success, Leo. Okay. Things are picking up speed. The energy is picking up speed, so you guys can imagine what this eclipse might feel like. A whirlwind, a tornado of change. Good. But it takes 2 years, so it might not be today. But I do kind of feel like there's a lot going on in the first couple of weeks after the eclipse, right? Be bold and make the first move. What are you, well, embracing an ending. This is the world card. So you're moving, you're changing cycles. You're ending a cycle of some sort, some kind of, something's ending. What is it? Well, I guess we could clarify that with the other deck, right? The next card out is Observe. So This is clarifying it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So this is like actually, I really like the meaning behind the card, right? Um, it's about taking the opportunity to just shut up your own human self and look at it from other people's perspective. Like, who are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? Look at it from this perspective, that perspective, your soul's perspective. I feel like the soul is the most important place, but it is good to like see where other people are coming from, right? Like look at it from there, like a little kid. If you're dealing with a little kid, we don't even think like them. Look at it from a little kid if you're dealing with them, right? Confidence is your key to success here, and it's clarified by the zero card, which is the fool. But in this one, it's saying trust your soul, man. Jump. Confidence is your key to success. You got to trust it. Bottom of the deck, talking about lovers. So, could be talking about Gemini, could be talking about a choice that you're got to make. Maybe it is about all of the above. Like you're embracing the end of a cycle and you're starting to look at it from other people's perspective. And I feel like you're tapping into your higher self and talking to that higher spirit of yourself. And then it takes you to this place where you trust it. That's what I see for you, Libra. Let's clarify. So embrace is clarified by the Ten of Swords. Well, the Ten of Swords is about an ending. This one is about somebody just really transitioning into the light, walking away from back here, following those birds, and going toward the light. And I kind of like that. Like, see, they're asking you to embrace this ending and walk toward the light. Embrace it, because you don't know what's next. What's in the light? The manifest card, anything you want. This is Spirit saying, just follow it. Follow the light. I'll meet you there. Embrace this ending. So whatever you lost, Libra, Spirit's asking you to accept it, move forward, stay focused on the light, and Spirit will take care of the rest. They'll show you the way. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Observe. Tell me what they're trying to observe here in the Hanged Man card. All right. So I feel like there's something here about stability in your home and a lot of emotions. Like, I don't know, maybe there isn't stability right now and you're very emotional about it. You want it. And so you're talking to Spirit and you're like, hey, man, I surrender. I see the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. Cutting out anything that doesn't serve your highest good and growth. This card reminds me of a lot of things. Like there's blood down here, so it looks like there was some kind of a fight, right? It also looks like he's holding his head like he has a headache. And I almost wonder if there's gossip as well. Like, because it kind of reminds me of kind of a gossipy card. Like someone's talking about you and it hurts your feelings. It makes you feel like you've been, thrown down a mountain and bleeding, right? Spirit says just time to cut that energy out, right? As you look from different perspectives, you understand that there is someone in your life that's causing you pain, suffering, and it isn't fair. So Spirit is saying, like, focus on you and the sun. So I feel like maybe even like what this is saying is like once you actually really just let this go, I feel like Spirit is going to maybe even like clarify what you learned from it. You know what I mean? And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when I know the reason something happened, like I know it's because I'm a Gemini and I just can't stop thinking ever, but I kind of fucking gotta know why. And as soon as I do, I let it go. But up until that point where I can honestly see the justice, like this shitty thing and then the lesson. And you're kind of like this. Here's the shitty thing and here's the lesson. And when the lesson keeps like growing and growing and growing, and when these two things can balance out, I feel like that's when you find the sun. That's when you see the abundance. That's when you see the reason. And it gives you this new lease on life. Like, fuck this. That's when you let go of the negativity, right? It's because spirit is actually showing you what you got from this, what you gained from it, what your soul learned, what your human learned. How did it change you? It's those things that bring in the justice. And I feel like that's what spirit is saying. Like, we're going to show you the justice in this so you can finally fucking let it go. Because this really did happen. You did plan for it, and here's why. Look at where you were then. Look at where you are now. Trace your steps. Like, that's why they're asking you to look from all the different perspectives, you know, including your own soul. Because your soul does know what it learned, and it knows it succeeded. So I just feel like beautiful message. Okay, so confidence is your key to success, and it's clarified by the zero card, which is the fool card, trusting your soul. Trusting your soul to lead. You're like, okay, okay, I believe you. Because, like, they just gave you the justice. They just gave you the sun. And so now it's going like, you ready? You ready, man? Human, you ready to jump with me? Because we're going down a new path. You learned that lesson. You're aware you learned it. And now we're going somewhere new. Success. This is where your soul's taking you next. Success. What are you gonna, well, what is the success coming from? What are they doing? What are they being seen for? Okay, yeah, it is about the Queen of Wands. This is pretty cool. Queen of Wands directly related to that confidence card too, because they're the most confident card in the deck. Queen of Wands. I don't care what anyone says. They are. They're confident in their self. They love themselves. They're not like stuck up. They just know who they are and they own it and they're proud of it. This Queen of Wands is learning something new. Like, I don't know, but that's where your success lies. It lies in this energy. So this energy is a healing energy. She has power in her hands. She has a wand. She's got candles all around her. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I feel like your human and your soul are finally lining up. This is the Two of Cups. This is not a love reading. So this card is coming up out saying that your human and your soul are on the same page here. Confidence is your key. I feel like once you get to that point where you actually really know and can hear and can feel that beautiful soul piece of you, I just feel like everything's changing, like your whole life. I feel like you're going to love yourself. I feel like you're going to stand up and take your own power back with the Emperor energy. Like, I'm the ruler of my life. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. How's it going? So I feel like that's what's happening here. Confidence is your key. You've got Emperor energy coming in, and the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. This could, Libra, this could be a love reading. I'm gonna read this last row as if it is, okay? Because for some people, so it's the zero card, starting out somewhere new. You're taking the jump, you're taking the leap of faith with your soul. You're allowing your soul to choose. And they're going straight for the success card where people are applauding you. Woohoo, Libra! And what they're applauding is your own confidence. They're applauding your gifts. Maybe you're a healer and you started to use those gifts. People are noticing it. People are understanding and valuing you, and that's raising your vibration. If this is a new person coming in, which it very well could be, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Emperor. You could be, because of your vibration raising high, you could be attracting someone who has an Emperor vibe. It could be someone from your past coming in and giving you a new beginning. I feel like there's an ace, you know, you've got quite a bit of new beginnings here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this might be someone that you already know, 2 Six of Cups. But look what's here at the bottom. So you've got the Empress, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Like so much knowledge. You also have the Ace of Cups here. So you have like all new beginnings here. I want you to know that at the bottom of the deck of this card is the Lover's card. So it very well could be a lover getting. I didn't really want to make that about that, but that is what it could be over here. But it could just be you and your soul too. You know, showing your power, lining you up with that Emperor, Empress energy, balance, total balance. So you're going through a lot of stuff. I mean, you're actually closing out some kind of cycle. It's like spirit. It's like what I was saying. Like you learned all the lessons you did. Like that karmic cycle is over, and this is what happens next. This is how it happens in the major arcana. Ending, and then boom. It just starts over at 0. This is the final card. You're embracing this change. You're letting go because you're seeing it from other people's perspectives as well as your own soul's. So that's going to change what you're doing. Hey, Tina, everyone. You love my hat? It's so old, man. I have had this hat forever. And my hair's fucked up. My grandson calls it, is my hair all crazy back there? Yeah, he has a hard time with combing his hair. It hurts. He has really fine hair and it just gets so ratty. And he's like, I don't have rats in my hair. I'm like, no, that's what my mom called them. 152.17. Okay, so Scorpios next. Let's look and see what's going on for Scorpios today. Spirits, angels, guides. Tell me. Oh, let me read it. I don't know why I'm skipping steps. I'm so usually not like that, but I don't know what's happening. Scorpio, this eclipse brings a shakeup to your routine, which could serve as a much needed detox for you and your soul. Touching down on your responsible 6th house of diligence, while Mars, the ruler of the eclipse, journeys through the 9th house of self-discovery. You may not have the next steps yet, but that doesn't mean there's not a divine plan in motion. This is a time to reflect on your dynamics of the upbringing you experienced and whether you still resonate with certain belief systems. Your ruler Pluto is dismantling old ideas to bring you closer to your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. So this is really a big change for you. 6th house of diligence. 9th house of discovery. Wow. There's a divine plan already in motion, it says. So it feels like you're being pulled or pushed in a certain direction, you know. That's definitely what's happening. Like you don't even know. Like you just move toward a direction and you're like, you didn't even see it coming. But it's because you had the plan already set in your soul, right? It's part of your North Star stuff. And rightfully so, like that's how the whole soul can make those plans, right? It's because they know what the planets are going to do and how it's going to affect them. Okay, so now because of this, right? The energy is gaining momentum here with the waxing moon. What do you need to release? Been a pretty popular card today, and a time for healing. So those are your cards that we're going to clarify. So healing, the energy is picking up pace, and there is something that you need to release is what it's saying. You look like you've been shot out of a cannon. For sure. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum. And so what's clarifying that is the Two of Pentacles. It's about finding equal balance in your life. Like, so I feel like that's important. So I'll explain this card. It's got everything on here. Well, it's got 6 things on here. So it's got a rose, a time thing, you know, what are they called? You know, when you, the hourglass, okay? And it's got an engagement ring. It's got a baby. It's got a book and food and water, right? So it's kind of about balancing all those things so that they're equally a part of your life, like one not taking over the other one. What do you need to release? Something about love. Maybe a choice. Could be a Gemini. What do you need to release? And a time for healing. So this is a Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands lesson coming on in. It's time to heal this. It's time to see it from a new perspective. See? And I feel like there is something that's happened that's really sad. It's hard for you to like heal from it. And I think it you think about it constantly. Spirit is asking, this is 5 of Cups. And it's saying like change your focus from what you lost and maybe focus on your healing. You know, focus on what has healed already. Focus on your relationship with Spirit. Maybe you need to speak about something. Maybe you're extremely intuitive. Maybe you've had an enlightenment and received a gift like this that breathes light into your soul. Maybe Spirit is wanting you to remember all those things and, I don't know, appreciate them. I don't know. Oh no, I have put these in all wrong. That's all right. I'm just going to shuffle them anyway. What I see here, look at when I split the deck. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you got some new beginnings coming, lots of them, during this eclipse. I feel like it's really blessing you. Scorpio, also don't forget that Pluto is your ruling planet, and it's in Aquarius. And Pluto is what it says is it's dismantling old ideas to bring you closer to your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. So this is about like beliefs that you were brought up with. It could be religious beliefs or just like self-worth beliefs. Like I have been getting this message, and when I did this last night, when I looked this up on for all the signs, I was thinking like, well, that's explains Scorpios. Scorpios, we have had message after message after message for weeks now about some kind of inner child wounding that's coming to a head. You know, like you're facing it and it's changing. Like, and I do feel like the one way to do that, like to change that energy, is to change how you see it in your mind. Like, a reframe they call it. When I went to college, I went to college to be a counselor, and that was one big word that was like it was like an answer to almost every single problem. Reframe. It's about reframing what you're saying to yourself about it, you know. Like, my parents didn't love me at all, and you reframing it to something different. Like, I see what that gave me. I see how I had to climb out of that. I see the strength it gave me. I see how hard of a lesson that must have been on my parents. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to actually look at it from their perspective and go like, can you imagine? Like, we're all sitting around the table, mom, dad, me. And we're deciding, and all my siblings too, all at the soul table, figuring out like my soul path. And when you think about like having to take the role of a parent that maybe just is abusive or in some way they hurt their child, they belittle them, whatever, and then your whole life you feel like that, it throws you out of balance. You feel like this. Everything bad happens to me. And then there is a point in time where your soul says, hey, do you realize that that was part of the plan. Let me show you. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on, is a reframe. It's, yeah. So let's clarify this too. Yeah. I feel like you've been overthinking something. Page of Pentacles. Well, Dan, as far as me writing stuff down and manifesting, I am putting together a metaphysical show, and it's actually on the day of the eclipse. Or no, I'm doing another show on the day of the eclipse. And then my show is May 6th. So it's actually the day after the Scorpio eclipse, the full moon one. But yeah, I did write it down. I wrote down, like, I don't know, I just wrote down, I picked a date and I picked people that I wanted to help me. And I just started writing stuff down and it just came together. Like, I have all the slots filled, all the vendor booths are taken. I'm really excited about that. So I guess I've been manifesting that on paper. Okay, let's get back to this. So let's see. So you're out of balance here. Or Spirit is like suggesting that you find balance. You're overthinking something. And I feel like it could have to do with a child. Page of Pentacles is here. Or it's saying, like, once you find balance, this will get better, this overthinking, and then you're on to a new chapter in your life. Page of Pentacles, a new path, right? Maybe a new way to make money, but definitely new truths. Understanding some things a little bit differently, maybe more knowledge. This card, King of Swords, is all about receiving knowledge from Spirit. And it is also the Wheel of Fortune card. So it's time. You know, it's like time. It's time for you to be healed. And that is going to be successful. Whatever you're doing here is successful. The energy is gaining momentum. I feel like you're getting a lot of knowledge. I feel like you're healing. I feel like you're getting in balance and you're letting go of something that's kind of had you really confused. What do you need to release? Card that is, what do you need to release? And then it's clarified by the Lovers. So there's your card, Scorpio, along with the Cancer card, and then the Two of Cups. So what do you need to release? The Lovers is clarified by the Death card. So this could be something that is transforming or changing into something else, or it's something that you're letting go of. Maybe the idea of that you have around love. That's kind of what it seems like. I feel like you're letting go of old beliefs here. Like this death jacket, old beliefs, out the window. That's what I mean about reframing. What was your parents' dynamic like in their love life, or, you know, like that? Like, maybe that's what has to go. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it could be something like that. It is a belief system, and it is centered around love. I feel like you have a skewed view. I feel like your view isn't exactly aligned. This is the Chariot card. This is your body, mind, and soul going in the same direction. I feel like once you let go of the old belief, you're off to the races you're running. And Spirit is maybe sending in someone, but I feel like, honestly, this is more about a balance between yourself. But if it is a lover, there is someone coming in quite quickly. It very well could. Maybe you have to release an old idea that you have surrounding love for this new person to come in. It could have everything to do with your belief system, you know, because I do see, like, over here, a time for healing and rest and reconsider. 9 of Wands. So 9s are about realizing something, and I feel like maybe what you're realizing is what I was talking about earlier, about, like, all the things that happen and what they brought us. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a gift when it's happening, but trust me, it's a gift, you know? It's knowledge, it's power, it's helping others, you know, like with all the knowledge that you got from the pain, you know. Rest and reconsider. What are you going to cut out of your life? What doesn't serve you anymore? Queen of Swords. Now you have a King and Queen of Swords here, so I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I see the King and Queen of Swords. I see the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups, like right on the top here. I also see you kind of just being really emotional, and in order to like actually own this Queen of Swords energy, you got to surrender the emotions. Like you got to say to Spirit, like, will you help me out here? Hell yeah, I'll help you out. Let me show you. So I feel like that's what's changing. And here's what's coming in for you. It's the Four of Wands. So it's like, I feel like there's something in your family that's healing. Something about like stability and having fun and loving. Like I feel like it's being healed right in your own. It's coming from you because of the Nine of Wands. You know, let's talk about the Nine of Wands. I know I've done it for a long time. I've done it a lot. But the Nine of Wands, like, typically, it's like, why does this always happen to me? Fuck this. Like, you know, everything always bad happens to me. Reframe of the Nine of Wands is, I understand something completely different now, and I see how each one of these wands actually made me grow. Like the first time that happened, this and this and this happened after that. Like that first painful thing that happened. The last painful thing that happened, maybe it was just not that long ago, so you haven't figured out what you got from it, but you could, you know, and I think you will here. Because I just feel like that's what's changing for you, Scorpio. Dismantling old ideas. That's what's happening. You're letting go of old ideas that you had, maybe even about what stability looks like. You know, if we had a challenging childhood, we probably didn't have stability, or it felt different than like what we see in other people's lives, or you know what we really think it should look like. I mean, we have these cards that show us what stability looks like, right? And I feel like that's what's changing. I feel like you're really letting go of all of the childhood shit, and it's even your card. Like that death jacket is like keeping you from the sun. It's keeping you from your own light, you know? Like it's not even penetrating into you. So I feel like that's what's happening. You're releasing old beliefs that you were brought up with. They could be religious beliefs, but honestly, I kind of feel like they're about you. And maybe about the way you feel about love. Because, I mean, isn't that the hardest thing? Like, if we're unloved as a child, how do we grow up in love? And love someone? Love our own children? Love the planet? How do we love if we weren't shown love? Spirit. Our soul always is connected to that 100%. You know? It's always connected to that energy of love. So, that's what I see. Sagittarius is next. Here is Sagittarius heart chakra activation, renewal of self-expression. Your inner child shines bright through the eclipse, supercharging your fifth house of authenticity, authenticity and self-love. While Mars stirs up your eighth house of intimate unions and shared resources. It's important to reflect on the strength behind your desires, whether it's stemming from an unconscious wound. Mars faces off with Chiron in your fifth house of happiness, children, emphasizing a vulnerability you're in the process of healing. The eclipse squares Pluto in your communication sector, bringing revelation and awareness to the shadow side of your inner circles and local community. A lot going on for Sag. A lot going on for Sag. Let's see if we can get some more out of the tarot here. Yeah, so I'm hoping this eclipse season's going to do something about the about tarot, about maybe being able to make a living somehow. I don't know. I've always thought it would be kind of cool to travel around and do festivals. So I don't know. I just don't know where it will take me, but I really was directed to like make that show happen in May. And then I just kind of this one on the 20th, which is it's called 420 and the 406. So it's on 420. It's just a weed festival, like, because we have legal weed here. And there's going to just be I think a lot of vendors like selling stuff. And I don't think there's any tarot readers. I think I might be the only one, which is kind of cool. Because at a festival, you know, like a metaphysical festival, there's lots of readers, you know, and which is nice too, because you can just kind of feel where the energy takes you, you know. Okay, so the first one, Sag, hold your vision. The second one is a time to give rather than take. And the third one is a personal issue reaches resolution. Hold your vision. Let's clarify hold your vision. Spirit's saying like, hey, will you reach out for us? Because you're going to need some help here. That's what the first card is. Something is happening, definitely. But Spirit is saying like, hey, you need some intervention here. But we can't intrude in your life. You'll have to invite us. Like, we can't come in. So, I mean, they can't come in uninvited and just switch around your life. You have to actually say, hey, I need some freaking help. I just did that this morning with my dad. I was like, Dad. So I do feel a lot better since I did that. Okay, a time to give rather than take. Look at that. This is the Three of Swords. And this is about an enlightenment and something that really shitty happened to you. And it gave you an enlightenment. You know? Something bad happened. It's kind of like what I'm saying about the reframe. Like, once you figure out that there are gifts from this shit, all you got to do is find those gifts, man. And it's release time. Like, totally release. And then I think there is a time, too, where we get to the point where something bad happens. And like, okay, I can't see it. But I trust you. I trust you, soul. I trust you that we're here and I'm learning. And yeah, if it gets too much, I surrender this. Like, it's tearing me up, right? So I feel like it's a time to give rather than take. And I do feel like I read this for someone else, and I really feel like it's about giving to yourself instead of depleting yourself. I feel like you need to feed yourself, you know, your whole self, because I feel like you've been kind of maybe withdrawn here, maybe isolating, right? Because of some sadness. And Spirit is saying like, no, this is over. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution is clarified by this. It is a transformation. There's a butterfly. There's clarity. Clarity about what you believe. Clarity about what's happening. This is pretty cool. So I feel like you are being shown the light from a dark night. Okay, reach out, because there's some shit you've got to let go of. This is the Queen of Swords. And sometimes it's hard to do that, right? But there's two other cards here that flipped over. One's a Knight of Swords and one is clarity. So we have clarity over here already. So I feel like so many things are being cleared up for you. You do need spirit help with this. It might be mind-blowing. Like, you might not even know what to do with this. It's changing your whole life. It's getting you out of this spot where you're all in a ball, isolated, scared. Look at you. You're bouncing out because of this information. Spirit's giving it to you. Pretty cool. Time to give rather than take. Spirit, show me. Yeah. I don't know. Do they have a reefer? Do they have a reefer tarot? Well, that'd be cool to have there, but I don't have any. If there is such a deck, I don't know. Okay, so this could have to do with love. This isolation. I feel like there was someone that maybe had a bunch of options, and more than you, you know, like they act like you're the only option, but there's more. I feel like you see this. I feel like you see this yourself. I mean, you're really getting in touch with your higher self. So I do feel like you understand what this is all about. Tell me what they're going to do. Because I feel like this made you isolated and scared. I feel like you've been hanging on to it for Pentacles. Yeah. But I feel like when you get the enlightenment here, with this, when you bounce out of that isolation period, I feel like, first of all, this is the energy. Like, you're just very grounded. Your heart is what's exploding here with love, right? I feel like you are, once you bounce out of this fear, I feel like what you're doing is seeing the honest picture of it. Like, this person had more options than one. And I feel like that's what broke your heart, right? Someone chose someone else and you found out about it and you're like, I feel like you're just rolling with your own stuff. I feel like you're marching the beat of your own drum. I feel like you're following your North Star, and I feel like you're trusting your heart and your soul. So that's what I feel like is happening here. And a time to give rather than take. Again, it's about giving to you in this instance. It's about honoring your own isolation process, your own enlightening process, and not really even paying much attention to whoever this was or whatever it was. It's more about your own personal evolution. So I feel like you're getting there, and I feel like your soul is just guiding you, right? A personal issue reaches resolution because you have clarity here. Clarity of belief. The Ace of Swords. So you have a new reframe, right? It is about what you lost. It's about this mourning. It's about somebody you thought you missed an opportunity with. And it's about, somebody that Six of Cups. Something that you think about, it's over. Like, you finally fucking realize what you really want. It's not to be treated like an option. Who am I talking to? Sag. What do you want? A personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like this is about this thing in the middle. This thing that hurt you. 3 of Swords. Broke your heart. Stuck you in a isolation time. And then Spirit blasts you out of there with some kind of knowledge. Wow. Okay. 9 of Cups. You're realizing what you really want. And you have 2 new beginnings here. Pentacles and Swords. I feel like you had, Pentacles and Wands, and you have the Swords twice. So this clarity that you're getting, it could be, I feel like you get it while you're in that balled up part in the isolation thing. Because that's where we kind of go in and talk to our higher self. And we're like, I don't get this. I feel scared, alone. What the hell? And so your own soul says, okay, well, let me show you, First of all, they want to show you the truth about the 9 of Wands. that every one of those wands gave you something of value. So you don't have to walk around with that chip on your shoulder anymore. You can let that go. I mean, this was a well-laid plan. You made it yourself. That's what they're showing you, you know? That's the truths they're showing you, and they're going to change it's going to change your life. It really, really is. New beginnings all around. Hold your vision. It's time to give to yourself. Love on yourself. Put yourself first. And then there will be a resolution. It's once you start loving on yourself and taking care of yourself that this huge shift is going to happen. But you're getting this knowledge right away, you know, with the eclipse. However, don't forget that you need angels to help you. So invite your team in. I don't know who you work with. I like to work with ancestors and angels. And they say Michael is the most powerful angel of all. I do work with that energy sometimes when I just like if I'm in a super fear mode. Because I mean, why wouldn't I? But sometimes when I need an answer, I ask my dad. Because he was the smartest person I know. Capricorn's next. Okay, so we just almost finished here finally, huh? Sorry it's taken me so long, and thanks for all of you who are hanging in. So Capricorn is next, and it says it's in the eclipse is in your 4th house of family, home, and deepest feelings. It's a powerful cycle and period of renewal until 2025 in this sector of your chart, Capricorn. Mars is in your 7th house of compromise, partnerships, and significant others. This brings you back to your roots. There's a core wound that could be influencing your relationship dynamics. Mars squares Chiron. Don't undermine what comes up for the review now. You're going to be shown some stuff. Okay. If you are prone to defensiveness in your relationships, think about this. You're in the process of redefining your foundation. Pluto will show you the shadow side of your community values. That's a pretty deep message, isn't it? For like a astrology. I'm going to show you the shadow side of your community values. I wonder what that. Okay. Capricorn. Spirit, give me some messages for Capricorn for the eclipse coming up on Thursday. What do they need to know? Tell me what they need to know right now. Is that it? Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sag. And you are good enough. Okay. So, I mean, remember, this is all about family issues, deep feelings, relationships. All that kind of stuff. Big changes for you. You're in the process of redefining your foundation. What is your foundation? You know, what is it? 4th house. Family. No, it's in your 7th house. 7th house of compromise, partnerships, and significance others. So it's kind of about relationship dynamic, right? There's a core wound. So there could be something like, you know, and it's Mars square Chiron, so it's probably gonna, yeah, look at 3 of Swords again. Like, this is a deep wound. Probably something happened in childhood. Spirit, again, asking you to reach out to them. 3, and then 1. The clarity of the leaf, right? Bottom of the deck, I see the Hermit. Spirit is asking you, begging you to reach for them. I mean, we have this reach out card. So I feel like there's some of you who are in this place of some kind of, I don't know, fear, sadness, alone, isolated, right? But what's happening is you're in there, and that's where you speak with spirit, right? Boom, big enlightenment happening. Look for the bigger picture is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. This is a card saying, reach out, ask for help from the above, like from the other realms. Ask for help. And then you are good enough. Spirit's going to show you just how damn good you are. It's going to change your life. Clarity of belief. You're going to know something. I don't know what. You want to know what I'm feeling off that card right now? Like when spirit gets involved, they show you something. They show you maybe something from a truth from your past life, or something that transforms you. Like you're going to maybe remember something from your soul. I feel like that's probably one of the most exciting things of all time. Like when you actually really get a gift, whatever it might be. The gift of communicating with the dead. Dan, you had that spirit walk right through you. Like, wow. You know, it's big things like that where spirit shows up and says, here I am. Spirit meaning all that is, meaning other spirits, meaning other souls, right? Okay, so this sadness and isolation, this hard work, this is about something, a karmic thing, right? Let me see. This is a core wound relationship. So this could be about your childhood. This is actually even a Capricorn new moon card. So this could be about you, a little you, right? You as a little something that wasn't fair. I feel like it's finally balancing out. I feel like you're getting the enlightenment. And I feel like this opens up some new options for you that, here you are with your own energy here, Capricorn. That's what I'm going to use it as. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities to actually just display who you are. Like people are watching. And tell me more. I feel like there's something you're walking away from here, or did walk away from, right? And it is successful. So I'm wondering if this is your belief stuff, like you letting go of some beliefs that have control over you, Capricorn, because this devil card is so much about control. Like look at this devil is controlling the human. So I feel like that could be something, and I feel like that might be what you're walking away from, putting an end to it. Like this has got to change, like whatever this is that's got control over you. I mean, you're walking away, and you know what's coming in behind it? Success. 6 of Wands. Like you're winning. People are even noticing it, loving on you, applauding you. What are they applauding Capricorn about? Can you show me that? I'll shuffle 2 more times. Flip it out, or I'm going to go on. There it is. What are they showing you? Is themselves. 8 of Wands. They're showing you how powerful they are if you allow it. Like I feel like you've been working with them a little bit. Like I feel like it's about to amp up. And this is exciting. Like your hard work is paying off. Look at, you have spirit backing here. You're having an enlightenment about something. Okay, so look at the bigger picture, and spirit says, hey, you need some help. Ask us. So maybe the bigger picture includes other realms. Like maybe you're going to be seeing other realms or getting messages. Yeah, very quickly too. Could be from people that died. I got the 10 of Swords here. People that are transitioning. This is what I'm feeling like. I don't know. Some of you might be getting like a strong medium gift, right? And it is because that's what you came to do. This is the path. This is it, Capricorn. Your path has something to do with communicating with the other side, is what I'm feeling. This is your specific path, I feel like. And your soul is just wanting to go there. They're like, it's time for us to go this way. Like, it's time, we got shit to do. See, you might have other soul contracts. So when I feel urgency like that, I feel like it's spirit saying like, tell them. Tell them to hurry. So you are good enough. Clarity of belief. I feel like that's what's holding you back here, is like your lack of self-worth. Like maybe you already know about this gift. Maybe you already communicate with the other side on a regular, you know, in whatever way. You know you're doing it. I feel like you don't, maybe you don't know. I just feel like you don't have the confidence to like put it out there, right? But you're going to get it. I feel like spirit is going to give you the confidence, because it's spirit that's going to show you that you're good enough. And I'm getting chills. That's the first time I've gotten chills today. And I am having them all over my neck. So I'm wondering if this is about speaking. The Empress, taking care of her creations, loving all the things she's created. That's that vibe. Love, nurture. You are good enough. And I think you have a bigger job than you think, right? So many of us, we don't even know. We're like, I still don't know. Like, what the hell am I here for? You know, like, what is my North Star? I think it's just to live. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's something here. Like, maybe there's some healing that has to be done. I feel like you're healing other people from maybe mental anxiety, maybe mental illness. You might have a gift with that, and there's something holding you back. But you truly have a big gift. So I feel like spirit is just like going to show you. And it's because of the eclipse. Thank God for these movements, right? And there you are, loving on yourself. I feel like you're starting to understand, like, right? You got an old cycle ending, man, world card. And then here's what's behind it. Like, here's what's coming in when you're walking right into 10 of Pentacles. So this could be also, like, I don't know what you're doing, but I feel like it's some kind of spiritual gift. Could be mediumship. But I feel like you're walking into quite a bit of money, stability, freedom, happiness. 10 of Pentacles. One of the best cards ever. See? And you're closing out this cycle where you don't feel like you're good enough because Spirit's working with you. I feel like they're giving you so much love that you're just shining with it. And I don't know, Empress, you just trust it. You trust yourself. You trust the higher realms. You're so tapped in. You know exactly what to do. Think about that gentle Mother Earth energy too. You know, like, think of, whenever I think of her, like, I'm thinking of like when I very first had my kids, you know, like I very first had my kids. You remember that first couple of minutes where you actually get to spend some time alone with them, and you look at every inch of them, and you look at all of it, and you start talking to them, and you kiss that beautiful skin, and you just know that this is yours, and you're going to take care of it. I feel like you're being given a gift like that. Okay, so it looks like maybe something's going on about my internet, so I hope it doesn't shut off before I feel Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius is next, and then Pisces. Okay, so Aquarius, this is in your third house of communication. This eclipse is happening. Inner circles and local affairs. Mars is triggering the sixth house themes of wellness, habits, routines, and it's important to remain authentic and true to yourself while doing your daily duties and responsibilities, meaning like work and whatever. Like, be yourself. It's very important during this season to be authentic with yourself. Mars is squaring Chiron, and it's showing you some resentments that you're still hanging on to. Pluto is bringing light to the dark side of your personality and your sense of self, how you feel about yourself. Confronting these parts of yourself isn't easy, but it's necessary for your growth and transformation. Wow, that's a lot. And Aquarius, I mean, Pluto is in you right now, so you can expect about like so many changes over the next 20 years. You guys are going into a whole new life. That okay, Aquarius, third house. Tell me, Spirit, give me some messages for Aquarius in the third house. So you got the new moon in Pisces card. Meditate. Think about it. Try and find some balance in your world, you know, in your thoughts, the way you're seeing it. Look at it from more than one perspective. Again, look from your soul, right? Try as hard as you can to tap into that soul. And then there's a pride thing here with the Leo card. Don't let pride get in your way. This can be about pride. This can be about like low self-esteem. It could be about too high a self-esteem, right? False pride. Emotions are running high. It's time to take action is at the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like there's some big changes coming up here. Could be in your ego, could be with your emotions, and it could be about balance, or all three, right? It looks like it. So give me some, oh, what is that? That one had to come out. All right. So there's something that needs to be released. This is an old idea, an old belief. It's skin that you're growing out of. You know, like think about that. You know, when you outgrow something and it sloughs off like a snake, you know, or a spider, like a tarantula, right? It leaves its whole other self there as a shell and climbs out and it's got a new one. That's what's happening here. Releasing something. And I feel like your higher self knows what needs to be released, and you probably do too. We'll clarify it here, but I feel like there's been a tower in your life, and it is time for a rebuild here. That's what's clarifying. Don't let pride get in your way, right? This is about a heart healing. And so what I'm feeling like what's happening here is there could be some kind of ego, like it's human self stuff, you know, like I'm not gonna, I don't know what it is. I feel like it could be, that might be what needs to be released in order for you to rebuild. I feel like this tower that happened has been a while ago. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, it could be something that started in the last eclipse season that's kind of starting to wind down. Because, you know what I'm feeling a lot today? I feel like a lot of these messages are not just about this eclipse in Aries, but also the one coming in 2 weeks. That energy is huge and it's moving us, man. So buckle up is what I feel like, Aquarius. It's time to release, it's time to rebuild, and it's time to look at things from your other perspectives, from your soul's perspective, from your kids, from your parents, from people you love. Emotions are running high. So if you're very emotional about something, Spirit is saying like, hey, why don't you just take a step back and like start looking at this from other people's perspective, not yours. Maybe your soul, but you've been looking at from your eyes this whole time. And I mean, obviously there's some kind of little selfishness or a false sense of pride or low self-esteem. It could be any and all of those things. So something's happening. It's getting in the way of this. Like, I feel like this tower is old, and I do see that you have like angels all around you. You are being protected, and I think you know it. But your heart is not mended. You almost like, I don't know if you're blocking it. It's the pride. Like, I don't know if you're, I don't know. Feel like you're not worth it. Feel like you don't deserve something. I don't know what it is, but you're emotional about it. And Spirit is saying like, okay, it is really time for you to look at it from another viewpoint besides you, Aquarius. Like, look at it from, yeah, like I said, everybody else that's involved. And that is the reason that they ask you to do that, is because that's one of the ways we reframe our thoughts about something. I think it's got something to do with something that you lost. Like, it could be a death, it could be a breakup, something emotional. And I feel like you're just, I don't know. If I had that other deck, I bet the fragmented card would come out. Like, I feel like you're in pieces almost. Okay, so let's see what we need to meditate about. Yeah, letting go. Look at that. Meditate, contemplate, release this. 10 of Wands. It's a lot of baggage. It's a lot of old shitty beliefs. Could be childhood shit. Somebody said to you as a child you believed it. Could be anything. It could be about love, right? It could be the way you feel about love or the way you look at love, like the way you see it. Maybe it's attached to pain. Don't let pride get in your way. Let's clarify, rebuild, Spirit. Clarify the rebuild card. Okay, so it's funny, we got that Leo card, full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. And then we have this strength one. So I kind of feel like there needs to be some sort of a balance here. I don't feel like you have that balance, and that's what they're saying. Like, we're going to help you. How are you helping them, Spirit? What are you going to do to help them? Show me what's coming to help them. I wanted to tell you too, like, well, it's about this grief, 5 of Cups. It's about actually accepting something, like being strong enough to accept that it's truly over. And it's hard. It is hard. Maybe that's why the don't let pride get in, because you've been trying to control the situation, control the outcome. You know what? However you're doing that, it's like you're not really letting it go. Bottom of the deck says, "Don't worry, man. We got you." This is Spirit. All those arrows honing in on you're the target, helping you, loving you, if you will let them in, right? It is a decision. This has everything to do with something from your past. So it could be about childhood wounds. It could be about maybe responsibilities in your own life. It could be about loyalty and the way you see yourself. I just feel like there's something really off here. One more here. Yeah. This always comes out for you guys. Aquarius, this Queen of Wands. I feel like, honestly, this is kind of who you are. Like, I know it's not your sign and stuff, but it comes out almost every single time I do an Aquarius read. So whoever I'm reading for, who watches my channel, who subscribes to my channel, has a lot of access to this energy. It's powerful. It's confident. It's healing, right? Beautiful. So, all right. So the next one is emotions are running high, and they're asking you to step out and look at it from other points of view. The observe card, right? Could be about a child. Could be about love. Yeah. Could be about a King of Swords, which is, that's a good energy to look at things from. Look at who else is here. The Emperor. So emotions are running high. You could have, this could be a dad. It could be a brother. Air sign, water sign, Aries. This Emperor could, in fact, even be the eclipse, right? Taking charge. That's what the eclipse does, and it's in Aries. And this is Aries' card. So it could very well be saying, like, the Emperor's coming in to take charge of the shit, or that, you know, you need to look at it from that higher point of view, because you're really confused right now. Like, here's your intuition coming out and saying, like, hey, I'm right here. I know what it is. I have access to the Emperor energy. We have access to the Emperor energy. Like, listen, come on, let's go. But you're very emotional. So how do they, what's going to happen there? Spirit, show me about that emotional thing. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. So I feel like the whole thing is, yeah, you're
definitely being introduced to Emperor energy is what's happening. Because we've got all the kings now here. So I think little by little, like, honestly, no. Observe card is clarifying. Look at what is clarifying. And I just... So you've got all these kings coming in. You've got the King of Wands, who's powerful, can manifest anything, very, very strong, knows his value, isn't scared of shit. You got this guy who's leading with love, tapped in, always, always tapped in, and always connecting to the heart space. Here is the King of Swords, talking to spirit, not making a goddamn move until they tell him, like, until spirit lets them know via chakra system, third eye, whatever you want to call it. And then the ability to, like, become the emperor. That's what's happening. Like, they want you to observe what's going on from all these perspectives. From a powerful perspective of the King of Wands, from a loving perspective from the King of Cups, from a knowledgeable and honest perspective with the King of Swords, and from the Emperor, who can really do whatever the hell they want. So that's kind of what I see happening for you. I just feel like huge changes going. It's all contingent on your response, though, Aquarius. So this isn't something like I'm bossing you around to do. I'm just like telling you, like, the energies that are coming, that are here for you, and how to best utilize those energies. Because no matter what, they're coming. Like, you know. But you get to respond how you want. So love you guys. And then Pisces. Jesus, this is a long video. Okay, Pisces, it's in your second house of stability here, Pisces. Finances and values. Mars continues to energize your heart-centered fifth house of authenticity, recognition, and self-expression. Are you confident in the pursuit of what inspires you? Let me say it again. Are you confident in the pursuit of what inspires you? Mars is squaring Chiron, showing a past wound regarding your sense of self-worth. Be kinder to your inner child and hold space for things that bring you joy. Pluto also could highlight the unconscious, darker side of your community affairs and fixation on a sense of belonging. Wow. Pisces. Let's get some messages for Pisces spirit. All right. A personal issue reaches resolution. A win-win outcome is forecast. Wow. Definitely some good news here. So something's being worked out here. And you're winning, Pisces. So let's see what's happening here. Yeah. Personal issue reaches resolution. This is a Four of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe there's been something that you've been hanging on to, and you're finally opening up. Like, you're finally not blocked off anymore. You do have some pretty cool cards here. So here's what's happening. I feel like you're letting go of hanging on to something, because you've been seeking the truth about something. You're peeling back the veil. You're investigating, like, behind the veil, Pisces. And a win-win forecast, because you know who's at the wheel. Yep, the Empress. Empress is taking the lead. You've got two threes here, and they're clarifying this win-win forecast. So it's this beautiful Empress energy, and you willing to take the lead. Like, I get it. I am this Empress. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, it's because you've been, like, peeling back the layers and finding the truth out about spirit. Yeah, because you've had a broken heart. So that's what took you to that place where you have to like do the investigating, right? You're investigating because your heart's been broken in a way that it's never been hurt before. Like it's a big pain. In fact, it's to the point where it controls you, Pisces, right? It's got control over your spirit. Says no way, this is over. Personal issue reaches resolution. This is about a heartbreak, and I feel like you're uncovering the truth about it, and I feel like spirit is showing you how. And I just feel like I feel like you're going to be healed from this. You're going to let it go because the win-win is here with that Empress and the, like I feel like you're just healing here. Look at the bottom of the deck, says success. You are going to be successful. I feel like this was painful. Could have been a death, could have been a breakup, could have been a fight with a child, something. Let's clarify nurture and take the lead. So yeah. So the first thing that Empress is doing is like saying like, let's stop carrying around all this shit. We got someplace to go. We don't have room for this load. Okay, let's transform. Let's walk toward the light. We're letting it go. You've got 2 10s here. 2 endings, Pisces. Walking away from the bullshit on to something bigger and better, which is the Empress and you taking the lead, right? I feel like you're getting new information, Page of Swords, about something. It's new truth. I think it shocks you. I think you weren't, you didn't see it coming. You didn't know some certain things. It could have to do with your own divinity, right? It's time for you to understand it. It's time for things to change. The Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel like you've kind of been in this place where you're like, you don't even know what direction to go. Like maybe you've been like trying to juggle between human and soul, right? What you truly want is just stability in your life. That's what's coming. It happens when you decide to make a choice to choose yourself. 'Cause that's the key. You can find the stability when you choose what's best for you. Becoming the emperor of your own life. Taking the lead. Being honest with yourself. Being loving. Leading with love. Listening to your intuition about whatever this was. It rocked your world to a place where you didn't even feel stable anymore. And so finally you're just like, I give up. This is too hard. This hurt me too much. Spirit is saying it's about to be made fair. A win-win forecast. That's a Libra energy there with those scales balancing into fairness. This could be a closing of a karmic cycle, a closing of a karmic lesson, like this is over and now something new. This is something new. When you choose yourself, you got this emperor, but there's already an empress here. So it's probably complete balance within yourself, within the divine energies, which is about the most powerful energy you can have. And that might exactly be what Spirit is giving you through this eclipse, is just this power and knowing your value, knowing your divinity. I mean, can you imagine like really owning that, like knowing it for absolute 100% fact, not just listening to me saying it, but your soul tells you and you're ready. Like you're fucking on fire. I'm taking the lead. I'm walking toward it, right? Also, it could be you with those both of those energies, and at the same time, it could be you coming into the Empress energy, vibing there, and then your vibe match comes in if you're single. I mean, it could be like that. It could be about anything. It could be about a work relationship or anything, like building a new business. Whatever it is, I mean, you're letting go of some shit and some new shit's coming through, just like the flow of life always does. We have to release things in order to receive things. So that's what I see happening for you, Pisces. I'm sorry I always rip you off at the end. Maybe tomorrow I will start it on the other direction so you guys don't get such a short reading. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for hanging in for so long. It's been like 3 hours. Love you. Bye.